for today, we are going to tackle about the evolution of online communication presented to you by Isidro, Manag, and Rosendal. Here lies the history of communication where the technologies have evolved in tandem with shifts in political and economic systems, and by extension, of systems of power. Communication can also range from a very subtle processes of exchange to full conversations and mass communication. In the year 1991, the first content-based search protocol was made. It is also where the MP3 became standard. It is also the year where the first webcam was created, which is a basic need for online communication. Moving on to the next one, for the year 1995, where the Journey's Guide to the World Wide Web had been renamed to Yahoo. The Yahoo.com was first created in January 1995. As we all know, this is very essential for the people way back then because this is where they sent and received their emails through online. 1999, the year when one of the more interesting projects ever brought online. The project has created the equivalent of a giant supercomputer by harnessing the computing power of more than 3 million computers worldwide. For the year 2000, the use of technology and communication may be considered since the first use of symbols about 30,000 years BCE. Writing was also a major innovation as well as printing technology and more recently telecommunication and the internet. In the year 2001, the moderating effect of online purchase experience on the evaluation of online store attributes and the subsequent impact on market response outcomes. Also, the BlackBerry releases the first internet cell phone in the US, BlackBerry. Moreover, for the year 2003, the Skype was first released to the public, giving a user-friendly interface to voice-over IP calling. Also in 2003, MySpace opens up its new door. It later grew to be the most popular social network at one time. Another major advance in 2003 was the signing of the Controlling the Assault of Non-Solicited Pornography and Marketing Act of 2003, better known as the Ken-Spam Act.
2004, social media and the term social media, believed the first use by Chris Sharpley, was coined in the same year that Web 2.0 became a mainstream concept. Social media sites and web application that allows its users to create and share content and to connect with one another started around this period. The social news site launched on November of 2004, paving the way for sites such as Reddit, Mix, and Yahoo Buzz. The revolutionary tradition means of generating and finding web content, democratically promoting news and web links that are reviewed and voted on by a community. YouTube.com launches the social news site. Reddit is also founded. That means sites are launched. Estonia offers internet voting nationally for local elections. 2007, the mobile web created. The biggest innovation of 2007 was almost certainly the iPhone, which was almost fully responsible for the revolutions in mobile web application and design. 2008, Internet Election. The first internet election took place in 2008, the US presidential election. It was the first year that national candidates took full advantages of all the internet had to offer. Hillary Clinton jumped on board early with YouTube campaign videos. Virtually, every candidate had a Facebook page or a Twitter feed or both. 2009, ICANN policy changes. 2009 brought about one of the biggest changes to come to the internet in a long time when the US relaxed its control over ICANN, the official naming body of the internet. They're the organization in charge of registering domain names, Twitter launches. The company's founder, Jack Dorsey, sent out the very first tweet just setting up my Twitter. The internet marks its 40th anniversary. 2010. The tremendous amount of information available online has resulted in considerable research and information sources, AI-driven. The vast majority of scholars, however, assume that individuals work in isolation to form credibility, opinion that people must access information readily in an often effortful and time-consuming manner.
On the year of 2011, the number of internet users reaches 2 billion. The Stop Online Piracy Act is introduced in the US. Mobile number portability is launched in India, and Microsoft buys Skype for $8.5 billion. In the year of 2012, Facebook files for an IPO, and also Facebook reaches 1 billion monthly active users. Amazon becomes the largest hosting location with 118,000 web-facing computers. Twitter passes 200 million active users and 500 million tweets per day. NASA's Curiosity rover is on Mars using the mobile application Foursquare. On the year of 2013, Twitter files for an IPO. Netflix and YouTube account for over 50% of internet traffic measured by bytes, and the number of internet hosts surpasses 1 billion. On the year of 2014, Facebook buys WhatsApp for $19 billion. ICANN domain auction sales fetch more than $32 million. On year 2015, a debate on network neutrality gathers public attention after Airtel announced in December 24 a decision to levy additional charges for making voice calls for internet using services such as WhatsApp and Skype. And the consultation paper is criticized for being one-sided and having confusing statements. And last, on the year of 2016, 3/4, 76% of the US were online, and during this year's countries from many parts of the world caught up. In Malaysia, 79% used the internet. In Spain and Singapore, 81%. In France, 86%. In South Korea and Japan, 93%. In Denmark and Norway, 97%. And Ireland tops the ranking with 98% of the population online.